Hello students, myself Utpal Madhu, Assistant Professor of Department of Mechanical Engineering, Swami Vivekananda Institute of Science and Technology. Today I shall discuss about two-dimensional defects or surface defects. Surface defects. Disruptions at the outmost layer of a material where atoms are not fully bonded like in the bulk. They affect surface energy, reactivity and material properties. Types of surface defects: grain boundaries, twin boundaries and stacking faults. Now this one is grain boundary, this is twin boundary and this is stacking fault. Grain boundary. A grain boundary separates two small grains or crystals having different crystallographic orientations in polycrystalline materials. Now in single crystalline materials there is no grain boundary. In case of polycrystalline materials there are grain boundaries, and in single crystalline materials atoms repeat almost perfectly for the entire material. And in case of polycrystalline materials, atoms repeat within a grain. Here the orientation of atoms is similar. Here it is different from this one, and here it is different from this one and this one. So there are three grains and which are separated by grain boundaries. Impurity atoms often preferentially segregate along these boundaries because of their higher energy state. The total interfacial energy is lower in large of coarse grained materials than in fine grained ones because there is less total boundary area in the former. Twin boundary. A twin boundary is a special type of grain boundary across which there is a specific mirror lattice symmetry, that is, atoms on one side of the boundary are located in mirror image positions to those of the atoms on the other side. Twins result from atomic displacements that are produced from applied mechanical shear forces, that is mechanical twins, and also during annealing heat treatments following deformation, which is annealing twins. Twinning occurs on a definite crystallographic plane and in specific direction, both of which depend on the crystal structure. Now in this phase, this one and this one both are perfect crystal, and in this middle position there is distortion, and this line and this line along this line, these lines are called twin boundaries. There are twinning occurs. So this one and this one and this one and this one along this line, this is mirror symmetry. Stacking fault. A stacking fault is any defect that alters the periodic sequence of layers. These defects may be a wrong layer inserted into the sequence, a change of the layer sequence, or a different translation between two subsequent layers. Now, for perfect crystal, the sequence was ABC, ABC, ABC like this. But in stacking fault, after ABC, AB, instead of C, there is again A layer and it continues ABC, A. So here, instead of C, this is A, there is stacking fault. Thank you for patient sharing.